What's up, y'all? Welcome to my channel. My name is Shea. If you're a new visitor here, if you're a returning visitor, what's poppin'? Thanks for stopping by again. Glad to have you back. If you haven't already done so, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. It's free to subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it, and also hit the bell so you can get notified when I upload new videos. One of the most common questions that I get when people hear that I have a YouTube channel is how did I start? What made me start? So this video is pretty much gonna be telling all the stuff that I talk to them about individually, but it's kind of just gonna be in the video, right? So first things first, the kind of camera that I record on is a Sony a5000. You do not have to have the newest and the best equipment. When I bought my camera, there were so many options available for me to buy. But what I did, I'm a frugal person. If you don't know, I will cut a coin. Baby, if I can cut it, I'm gonna flip it, put the thing down, flip it and reverse it. Like, I'm not gonna no, I'm a frugal Vandross, okay? Basically, what I did was I went to Best Buy's online website and I saw that they had a Sony a5000 available in open box. My camera was I think less than $300, and it's been doing me just fine since I purchased it. I want to say in 2015 or so. It's 2019 now, and I'm just getting to the point where it feels like I want to have a new camera, but there's literally nothing wrong with this camera. It works just fine. I mean, the only con about the camera is that it gets overheated sometimes. For like long videos, if I'm trying to do that, it'll kind of get overheated. But other than that, it's perfect. The battery dies a little fast too for my liking, but I mean, it is what it is. I like the camera as far as, you know, vlogging and the video quality. It's all there for me. I like the little flip, it's good. But again, I'm just here to tell you, you don't have to have the best or the newest camera. I've seen some really good videos that come from like iPhone 6s and 5s. So it's really just about you and the content that you're putting forth. I think that you can really get away with not having the best stuff. So all I really use is my camera and my ring light. Now, eventually I do plan on, you know, enhancing and doing more for my channel, investing more into my channel. And there's only so much that I can really do realistically right this very second. So as far as what I use, I just make the most out of what I have. So you don't necessarily have to have the best of the best equipment in order for your stuff to still come out looking really nice. So that's number one. If you're gonna do it, go ahead and do it. Don't use I need to buy blah, blah, blah as my excuse. Go ahead and do it. I started my YouTube channel as a way to kind of express my feelings about certain topics, certain situations. Granted, I've kind of gotten stuck in the Greek box, but I've, you know, wanted to make sure that I had something that would last far beyond my personal reach. I wanted something to be able to reach people from other states, you know, places that I probably haven't even visited yet. And I just wanted something to make it to where I would be able to reach out to those people that I won't be able to just see in regular, everyday, you know, crossing. But still, you know, if they're interested in what I have to say, I wanted to have that platform available for them to listen to what I have to say. Social media isn't something that I think will go away anytime soon. I think that it's gonna continue to evolve. I think it's gonna be even more accessible. I think people are gonna find different ways to engage with people across the internet. I think that stuff is gonna be made more convenient. So I felt that it was my time to kind of join in on that, and I just felt like I had something to share. And so what better platform to do that than on YouTube? And while a lot of people aren't sure of how to kind of get into it and find people to watch their content, the thing is, you don't find the people find you. So it's like you have to kind of jump into the mindset of what you want your prospective viewers to think about, or what you think that they're gonna think about, and try to figure out exactly how to give them what they're wanting without them even knowing what they're wanting. So you kind of got to get ahead of the trends, and doing that can be kind of hard, but it is doable. You'll find what you like to do. You'll find what they're looking for from you as well, but you're kind of gonna have to do some work. So YouTube can be like a headache. It can be a lot because it's like you don't know what the person is wanting. You don't know what video is gonna hit. Like, I would have never expected for the Greek life thing to really pop off like that. I still kind of am shocked at the fact that it popped off so hard, or, you know, because that's where a lot of my subscribers come from. They want to see that type of content from me. So I never really would have expected it. But I mean, you kind of have to figure out exactly what works. Not everything's gonna pop off, and you have to just be okay with that. Like, I'm still kind of in the beginning stages of figuring out how to best maneuver around in this YouTube world, finding my spot. I still don't think I've mastered that yet by far. I'm so inconsistent sometimes, and that's my fault, and I can do better, and I plan on doing better, but it's really just a task of figuring it out on the back end. So if you're really only doing YouTube and stuff like that for like the money, the fame, like, you're probably gonna be burnt out really quickly unless you pop off fast. And YouTube is making their requirements and stuff like that way harder. So I think that it's definitely important for you to figure out exactly what it is that you like to do and try to maneuver your way through on that. Don't make it to where you're only wanting to come in here for the check, because if you do that, then you're probably going to be disappointed and quit really fast. You just have to know what you're bringing to the table and understand what makes you different from the next person and why your content is what people should be watching in comparison to what the other person has. Figure out what types of content it is that you're interested in producing and putting forth and having to stay as your like kind of legacy. So one of the things that I had to think about whenever I was starting off, or whenever not even starting off, but whenever I went to law school, was what exactly it is that I would be comfortable with having on my social media. So there's a thin line between me just being comfortable living and doing things like that, but it's to the point where I just can't get comfortable with doing crazy stuff on YouTube, because it's gonna, I just have to think about like a potential client in the future Googling me or something like that, and one of those videos pop up and it's just something that I don't want to be associated with. So the important thing is figuring out what you're comfortable with doing. You know, some people are more comfortable with sharing stories of things that they went through, so there's just the whole story time avenue. My life is not that interesting as far as that goes. I have probably like 2 stories because I got bad memory. I can't remember every little detail of everything I went through. So something like that might not be beneficial for somebody like me, but you know, somebody that has a more faster lifestyle, somebody that got stories galore, somebody that can make stuff really interesting. Like, I'm really not the best storyteller, so that's just not something that I would be, you know, able to flourish at. But there are avenues for people that can do that. So if that is your thing, go for it. Make a list, I'll show you. Sometimes in my planner or in just any type of note, it can be like a note in my phone, I'll literally write down like different ideas of, this is all video ideas for content that I could produce, but this is just so I have it written down. So you could do the same with your stories. If you have a story that you know you would probably want to tell, you'll feel comfortable with telling, write down the actual story and write it out. Take your stories, write them down, and actually go ahead and detail it, so that way, if for whatever reason you're finding you're starting to ramble, you can go back and look at your phone or look at whatever your note is and get back to where you need to be. So for example, that's literally what I do. I kind of ramble sometimes, so I have a notepad with, I mean, granted it does still look like it's thick, but it has literally the ideas and the points that I want to hit, so that if I do get off topic, I can go back and find myself and figure out exactly what else I wanted to hit. Figure out exactly what it is that you want to do. If you're interested in making music, go ahead and do that. If you like cooking, go do that. If you make clothes, do that. There's an avenue for everybody, and just figure out what it is that you're wanting to share. Somebody gonna watch it. I promise you somebody's gonna watch it. Use resources that you already have. You don't have to have the best of the best in order to have the popping channel, because what'll happen is in some instances you'll be in and buy all that new tech equipment, and guess what, your channel probably won't pop like you expected it to. You won't have that overnight growth of 1 million subscribers, even though that's what you're trying to get. But I mean, it's more of a realistic and a natural thing if you kind of let it happen on its own. You don't have to have the best of the best. You can use the things that you already have, and I promise you, if it's meant to be, it'll be. Be engaging. That's something that I could struggle with too, because sometimes, like I mentioned before, I'll get off topic and I'll start rambling, and so you can kind of see me de-escalate in the video. So sometimes you'll see me, I'll start off kind of, you know, what's up y'all, welcome back to my channel, and then it'll be like, okay, thanks for watching, I hope you enjoy it. So it's like, kind of try to figure out ways to be engaging and make things fun and lively and things like that, because if you do that, then I feel like you're more personable. Your audience will kind of be more receptive of you because they know what to expect from you. They know that you have this certain energy about you. You have this, you know, certain attitude about you, this whole kind of aura going on, and they know what to expect and they know what to, you know, receive from your channel. And on the opposite end, people can tell when you kind of go down, your energy kind of fumbles, and then like that's when your watch time seems to get a little lower. Like they'll watch it for the beginning, then it's like, okay, well, this is kind of losing my interest, and so then they'll click off. And so that's one thing that you really don't want, because you want the people to stay. You want them to watch your videos. You want them to not only watch that video, but watch the ones that come after it. If you have another video to show, if you have anything else to offer, you want them to continue to engage with you and watch what you have to give them. So find ways to be engaging. If it's like inserting little clips in there, like if inserting GIFs or memes or something like that, like taking the time to figure out how to better, I guess, be what you want from a subscriber. You have to put yourself in the shoes of your subscribers and kind of just see, all right, is this something that they would want to see? Would they find this funny? Is it gonna hit? I mean, some things are hit or miss. You never really know what's gonna stick, because sometimes the craziest videos can pop off. Like one of my most viewed videos, I still to this day can't understand why. I don't know why it popped off the way that it did. There was nothing really spectacular about that video. I filmed it in my room and it was just, I did it. And for some reason, like, it's one of the most viewed videos. I have a red wig on and I don't even wear red hair. And so that just goes to show you, you never really know what video is gonna pop. You never know what video is gonna be the one that's gonna, you know, introduce you to a whole new, you know, variety of people. So you kind of have to just be open and engaging. I think that's probably why that video popped. I guess it is what it is, but try to be engaging, try to find ways to interact with your audience, and just hopefully they respond back to you. But you know, I think that creates a more genuine, open, relatable experience for them. The last tip that I'm gonna say is to learn basic tricks for your YouTube channel. So if that means if you put a, you know, like a little text bubble right here, or you put something right here, or if you put something right here, you know, like, and also I'll have my, you know, social media links pop up, you know, every now and again. So you want to figure out ways to make sure that you're kind of giving your audience a little more. It's just finding different ways to be engaging with your subscribers without necessarily having to break your bank, because at the end of the day, most of us, realistically, our journeys aren't just overnight, you know, we popped and now we have 1 million subscribers. No, most of us, we have this slow trickle up, and that's if we even get to where we're really trying to get to. I don't know, it's really hard to kind of find what pops, but I think that the biggest thing is, if you're going to do it, do it. Don't hold off. Don't say that I'm gonna wait until 2021. Don't say I'm gonna wait until February, March, April, May, whenever. If you're going to do a YouTube channel, if you have an idea for a video, if you have something that you're wanting to do, go for it, get it done, get it out there, and I promise you, it'll probably be a slow process, a slow ride up, but once you get to where you're trying to get to, I promise it'll feel so much more, you know, earned. You'll feel so much more confident about yourself. You'll be happy because people would have actually, you know, whatever you've given them at that point in time, they rock with you for you. They are receptive and appreciative of what you have to offer because of you. Everybody's not gonna have that overnight success story to where you went from 0 to 20,000 subscribers. I haven't even reached 20,000 subscribers. Like, it's not that easy. But if it's something that you're wanting to do, if it's something that you're wanting to give out, if you have a story that you want to share, if this is just something that you're wanting to do, I say go for it. I don't think there's a too late to make a YouTube channel. Don't let anybody tell you that you can't do it, that you shouldn't do it. I mean, at the end of the day, everybody's entitled to their opinions, but seriously, whatever you do, you need to do and make sure that it makes you happy. So if you're wanting to do a YouTube channel and you think that's what's gonna make you happy, go for it. Don't let anybody stop you. Don't let anybody tell you what to do. Don't let anybody tell you what not to do. Just do you, boo, okay? Do you, boo. And hopefully we can all make it to the top someday, right? That's the goal. So thanks for watching. I hope this video helped. I look forward to seeing new YouTube channels in 2020 and beyond. If you haven't already done so, go ahead and hit the subscribe button right now. I'll greatly appreciate it. Hit the bell too so you can get notified when I upload new videos. Leave me some questions, comments, concerns, all that down below. Again, thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Peace out.